Teen from Glendale went missing.
Yeah, and tonight the community is gathering at Dream City Church in North Phoenix to bring awareness to her case and human trafficking.
Team 12's Colleen Sikora is there this evening as more attention focuses on this missing persons case.
It was September 15th, 2019, when Jessica Nunez, Alicia's mother, says she found her daughter wasn't in her room.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Case Files. In today's case, we jump into the life of Alicia Navarro. Although there have been numerous other videos talking about this case, unfortunately, when it comes to mainstream media, there isn't much attention given to it. Born on the 20th of September 2004, Alicia is a bright young girl from Glendale, Arizona. She lived with her mother, Jessica Nunez, and her stepfather. She is described as a kind and caring person, and someone who deeply cares about animals, and someone who really loves her family. At a young age, she was diagnosed with high-functioning autism, which required her to take medication on a daily basis, because of which social interactions can be quite overwhelming for her. Despite that, she did have a few friends she spent time with, though she did find it easier to interact with people online and quickly became a regular on platforms like Discord and Minecraft. Due to her autism, she took great comfort in her routine. She preferred eating the same meal every day, loved listening to the same type of music, and even preferred wearing long-sleeved shirts daily. However, months before the disappearance, things would change. According to her mother, Alicia had begun to act differently. She started to develop an interest in comic books, applying makeup, staying fit, and even the way she dressed drastically changed. Her taste in music had also changed. At the time, her mother had assumed that the changes could have been due to maybe peer pressure at her high school. On the morning of September 14, 2019, Jessica decided to stay with her daughter as Alicia was feeling anxious and not in the mood to go to school. They both went to McDonald's. Alicia ordered her favorite meal, chicken nuggets. They both then went to get their eyes threaded and then went to a chocolate shop before heading back home. That night, Alicia stayed up late, playing games online as usual. Somewhere around 12 a.m. to 1 a.m., she came downstairs to have a glass of water and then headed back to her room. Before going back, she told her mom that she loved her. Next morning, as usual, Jessica Nunez was preparing breakfast for the family, though according to her, Alicia usually didn't have breakfast, so it was fairly normal for her to not be down with her family at the time. Sometime later, when Jessica went outside, she noticed her back door slightly open, thinking her husband might have left it that way after coming back late from work. What she did find strange were two of their chairs outside, placed against the fence. She went back in the house and upstairs to wake Alicia up. As she entered her room, she was unable to find Alicia inside. She also came across a note, believed to have been written by Alicia herself. "I ran away. I will be back. I swear. I'm sorry, Alicia." By the looks of it, it was quite obvious that Alicia had snuck out late at night, placed the chairs against the fence, and ran away. As you can imagine, following hours and even days were some of the worst for the family, filled with fear and frustration, hoping that she be safe wherever she might be. The family immediately reported her missing. It was later confirmed that Alicia did in fact leave with a backpack, her laptop, her smartphone, a body spray, some makeup, and a comic book. We'll come back to the comic book later. What's interesting is that she hadn't taken any of the charges, indicating that she had every intention to return. The investigations later revealed that Alicia could have been groomed online. A silver alert was quickly issued statewide for Alicia. For those who don't know, Silver Alert is mostly issued for missing elderly or, in some cases, vulnerable individuals. On the 19th of September 2019, a friend of Alicia claimed to have seen her in La Pradera Park, a few miles away from the house. Later, Jessica would go to the park to investigate this lead. Several other witnesses had confirmed that in fact Alicia was seen at the park with an unknown man covered in tattoos. The FBI was later also involved in the investigations, but unfortunately to no avail. To this day, there have been no other sightings of Alicia. During the course of the investigation, authorities tried to dig deep into her life online. Alicia would often spend her time online, playing games or having conversations in the gaming community. While it may seem harmless to some, it is believed that during her time online, she may have become friends with someone to the point where she felt comfortable enough to trust this person, and that this person managed to manipulate her into running away with them. Remember the comic book as mentioned earlier. According to Jessica, months before the disappearance, Alicia had become obsessed with one particular comic book, Demon in a Bottle, from the Iron Man series. It cost something around $200, and at the time, Alicia was so desperate to get it that Jessica later ended up buying it for her. But despite her obsession with it, she never once opened or read, and hardly ever looked at it. This is the same comic book she took with her the night she disappeared. Also, according to Jessica, while conducting her own investigations around the neighborhood, she came across a CCTV clip from one of her neighbors. In it, she saw a white truck roaming around her house the night that Alicia ran away. Jessica believes the white truck could have picked up Alicia between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. that night. It is also believed that Alicia had a completely different persona online, something her mother Jessica had no clue about. According to Clark, an online friend of Alicia, she had revealed to him that she recently had sold her Xbox and that she also had a new boyfriend. She also told him about learning to play the electronic guitar and possibly joining a band soon enough. But Clark wasn't sure if she was telling the truth, as she would often make up stories. Despite taking her laptop and phone with her, she hasn't been online, because of which it's been hard for the authorities to track her down. Unfortunately, the last time she was online was the night she disappeared. It has been 3 years going into the 4th since Alicia left her home in the middle of the night. Despite the FBI getting involved in the investigation from the very beginning, every possible lead has come to a dead end. Both the authorities and Alicia's mother, Jessica Nunez, believe that she was most likely groomed online by someone who managed to gain Alicia's trust. As much as this case is about a missing child, it is also about a strong-willed mother who has remained relentless in her pursuit to finding Alicia. From post flyers on the streets to using social media platforms to spread awareness about the disappearance of Alicia, Jessica is still hopeful of one day finding Alicia, that she will come back to her family. For anyone watching this from the United States, if you have any sort of information that could lead back to Alicia, leave a link in the description box below. I'll also leave a link to Jessica Nunez's GoFundMe account to help her with billboard expenses, as she's trying to put billboards out of state for Alicia's disappearance.
And I still don't know anything of where she could be. So it's been really confusing for me, but I have to remain strong to be able to find her.
Folks, that was the end of the case file. Hope you did find the video interesting. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and please be safe. Peace.